The room was full of guns. Guns were mounted on all the walls. There were half a dozen guns at his feet. Turning around, flashlight at shoulder level, he saw that guns were mounted on the wall he came in through. Some guns were mounted in rows, but the right-hand wall had them in complex swirls. Some were laid on the floor on the far side of the room, forming a shape he couldn't quite fathom. There was paint daubed on those. There were scents he couldn't place. Incense, perhaps? Musks, fur or hide. Rippling patterns of gunmetal from floor to ceiling. In the stale, faintly perfumed air of the room, Tallow felt almost like he could be in a church. Nobody was in the apartment but him. He pointed the flashlight at the door. The door was reinforced with sliding metal bars and heavy locks. There was the red flicker of an LED on one of the locking devices. Tallow couldn't figure out how anyone could get into this apartment, but he could see how a ram wasn't going to do it. Tallow carefully stepped through the apartment, checking all the rooms without touching anything. There were guns in all the rooms. In the back room, there was a gap between the heavy curtains covering the sole window. A single shaft of light fell through the gap into the small, gun-encrusted room. Dust motes hung in the still beam. Tallow stood for a moment without breathing, left the room slowly and silently. Tallow almost smiled as he put his head back out through the hole, pointed at a CSU and said, "Got something for you."